Hello, Richland. This is Simi Bird, candidate for the Richland School Board, Position 3. This video was going to be made to respond to one of my opponent's supporters who had an issue with something I said. And what I said on my Facebook page, I encourage everybody, by the way, to go read it with your own eyes. She had a problem with the fact that I said I do not believe that white children should go home feeling bad about the color of their skin based on what they're being taught in school, and particularly controversial history known as the 1619 Project. Parents, do yourself a favor. Please go online and look up the 1619 Project. You will do yourself a great service by understanding what it means and what it entails. For example, one of the assertions of the founder, Nicole Hannah Jones, would be that the American Revolution was fought, and a critical element of why it was fought was to protect the institution of slavery and not to free us from British rule, not taxation without representation, according to the 1619 Project. So I'm against the 1619 Project. And by the way, if you truly value diversity and inclusion, it doesn't mean diversity and inclusion is supported as long as you agree with what I believe. It means that we, as American citizens, we have the right to our beliefs. I believe our Constitution, and please look at the preamble. It kind of breaks it down. We have some wonderful rights that was set in place for very good reasons. But this really comes down to my values and my beliefs. And I want you to understand where I derive my values and beliefs. It's not that I have been indoctrinated by white supremacists. It's because I was raised a certain way by a certain type of an individual. And this individual, my mother, was a black woman born in Washington, D.C. in 1921. Take a moment and understand what her life was as a black woman in 1921 growing up through the years. Pause on that for a minute. But this woman taught me never to let what is happening within our society to make me a victim of it. She taught me the value of meritocracy. Whatever I want in life, I can achieve. I can achieve the American dream, she would say, Simi, if you educate yourself and you work hard. My mother also taught me to believe in God. I do not apologize for my belief in God, nor do I apologize for the fact that I love my country. This is who I am. Do I not have the right to believe what I believe? Again, I was raised differently than a lot of these progressives who have been, I want to say, having a different professional opinion on certain things. Something that I posted online was a pamphlet from the Teachers Union. I didn't misrepresent anything. I let it speak for itself. I simply said, parents, get engaged. Know what is being taught to your children. Is that wrong? Or do we not want our parents to be involved in our children's education? I want them to be involved, and I think we should engage them more as a school district. Again, if you look at what is being put out there by the Teachers Union, I'm not against them. I just don't agree with their beliefs. I do not support Black Lives Matter being taught in our school. They do. I do not believe in CRT being taught in our schools at any age. Look at what they say about this. I'm not going to say anything more. Read it for yourself. I do not believe in the 1619 Project being taught in school to teach our children that they should feel bad about the color of their skin because they come from oppressors. That is my belief. I ask again to the progressives who don't support me, who support my candidate. That is fine. I praise you in that. She's a wonderful person. Go vote for her. But am I not entitled to my beliefs? So folks, there you have it. I was raised by a black woman who did not want me to be a victim in life. She wanted me to be successful. So she wanted me to look forward, to realize the American dream by getting a quality education, by working hard, by believing in God and believing in myself. She raised me to be a strong, young black man with the intestinal fortitude, the self-regard, and the self-respect to put myself out there, drive hard to accomplish what I want to accomplish in life. I praise my mother for what she did for me, and I do not regret one moment of my life. and one moment of what my mother taught me. She said, honey, here's the Bible and here's a dictionary. I want a verse every night and I want a word every night. And as long as I'm alive, you will educate yourself. This is how I was raised. So I guess I'm confessing. I have an internal monologue. I have a bias. I love my country. I believe in God and I believe in unity, not dividing us along racial lines. I do not want us to go back hundreds of years and put guilt or shame on anybody. I want us to acknowledge the truth in history. That is fine, but it's not done to make people feel bad about who they were or where they come from, because I know what that's like to go home feeling bad about the color of my skin. And is it wrong of me to not want that for any child of any race? You make the decision, and you make the decision in your vote. If you stand with me and you believe in me, go to semibird.us, look at my website, learn from me, watch my videos, look at what I post, look at what other people post, and see who you feel is the best candidate that aligns with your beliefs, who you feel you want to represent you and your children on the school board. Make no mistake about it. You will get who you see. I will not equivocate and I will not flip-flop once you elect me. That's why I think I'm being bold and going out there and giving you straight talk about who I am as an individual. It has never changed and it will never change. Ask anybody who's known me for a minute. I hope you support me. And by the way, we are not getting the most donations. I am not supporting my own campaign with my own cash. I rely on you, patriots, parents, guardians, grandparents, citizens. Please support me and go to my website, semibird.us, and donate. Folks, we're in this. You get to choose who you want to represent you. Just know who is going to be representing you. And by the way, the policies that are passed by the board of directors become the law of which the school district must act on. And if you want 1619, if you want Black Lives Matter being taught, if you want critical race theory, then I'm not your guy, because I will never support that. And it's not that I will never listen, I will always listen. But when it comes to division amongst our children, I say no. We do not co-parent. Parents do not sell their rights as parents to the school district to raise their children. I raise my child to be respectful and love one another, regardless of color. I don't need her to have her friends feel guilty about the color of their skin, just like I don't want my baby to feel bad about the color of her skin. This is the 21st century. We've had a black president. We have the first vice president, female, who's a woman of color. We consistently as a nation demonstrate that we are not the systemically racist country that the progressives want to make us out to be. Again, if you support me, you know where to go to donate. semibird.us. Folks, I say again, thank you and God bless you.